Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Retro and Rare podcast episode for a Monarch Monday. Now, Doyle, why would I choose Monarch Monday?
Because we're living in SimCity life.
Are you familiar with what a monarch is? King or queen? We have a special guest in the building. I refer to her as the queen.
No, like United Kingdom.
Yeah, I guess. United Kingdom. I mean, UK is where they have the
Well, you wanted to say monarchical or some shit.
monarch. Yeah, I was trying. It was a word to describe that, but you know what? Monarch Monday is fine.
I was gonna say Mindy Monday.
Why?
Because that's her name, right?
No, do not disclose her name. We're calling her J-Lo. Is that what? J-Lo. Is that okay? Tell the people. Is that okay that we call you J-Lo?
It's what I asked to be called.
Okay. You sound just like J-Lo, by the way, which is weird.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay. So listen, this is the girlfriend. I call her Queen. You call her J-Lo. I guess we're good with that. We've established that.
I call you my king.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. I don't know.
You want me to pan to her?
Don't, first of all, no. And second of all, don't touch the camera.
I can give her the blurred face, though, so no one can see.
Oh,
But
you
they
know
can
what we
see it.
should do is we should have the voice scrambler thing where it's like, they're talking so you can, like witness protection shit. Yeah. Because listen, I'm going to be honest. I decided to have you on the podcast, young lady, because you seemed like you had a couple things to say. See, I'm going to leave it like that. Don't do the shooting gun thing at me. You wanted to say some things. Is there anything you want to address? I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I think you're great at what you do, and this is an amazing show.
Okay, and that's really why. Okay,
That's why I'm here to support you.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Great.
It's a complete and total lie, but I'll take it. But hey, listen. You always have an open mic here. Even though I don't like that you and Doyle are sharing a microphone, it looks like a romantic dinner, and I'm not feeling that vibe at all. And I don't like it. We do Doyle. We do need another microphone. I will agree with you. You've been asking for a third mic for a long time. We did have a guest last time, Ricky, the finance guy, and you weren't able to talk at all. I don't know what kind of input you would have had on that conversation.
Yeah, no offense to Rick, but that was like a boring one because I wasn't there.
Oh, look at Doyle getting cocky. You get a couple of likes on the gram, and now look at you, bro. Oh, dude. Okay. So listen, different vibe this episode, obviously. We got topics. You're playing Pokemon Go again. And look, am I lying about that? Or is he...
No, it's true.
And people think that I just say that. You have two phones in your hand, none of which are connected to any network in this country. So I don't know.
I was low on everything, so it's coming in clutch.
Whatever. Just make sure you have the topics when we go to the topics. That's really what I need from you.
No, but Mindy can read it.
Mindy.
Queen? What do we call it? I don't get it.
J-Lo.
Oh,
J-Lo.
yeah.
Mindy. You look like you date a girl named Mindy, Doyle. Do you know anyone named Mindy that's not 74? It seems like an old lady name.
Oh, there was a Mindy in your life.
Yeah, she's like a mind reader or whatever, bro. So be careful. She knows about shit. She might, you know what I mean? Like the way, yeah, now you look different. Your posture's different. She said Mindy, and now you look different.
Oh, yeah. It was heartbroken.
Doyle, when's the last time you were heartbroken? How many years?
Damn.
I remember the one chick that you used to ditch me for all the time, and I got upset with you about it. That she lived kind of close to where I lived when you used to come to my house.
Oh, yeah. She was on the way.
Yeah,
She made it convenient.
Okay. I mean, hey, listen, I don't know. It fizzled out. I don't know what happened there, but you had to move on.
Your girl could give us tips on
relationships?
Yeah, there we go.
No. Although I'm curious to hear.
No,
but,
we got the people.
Well, listen, maybe, all right, what happened between you and Mindy that you broke up? And then maybe J-Lo over here can give you some groundbreaking advice.
Well, this was tough because it was a university and she went to get a better job somewhere else.
Now, hold on. Girl translation. If you were to say that to a guy, what do you really mean?
I I mean, I'm gonna go get my money.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much. I mean, she's in Cali right now.
Oh, so you're still in contact with Mindy?
No, yeah, we left on good terms.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't burn the bridge. Sometimes it's better not to burn the bridge. And if you do, make sure it's burned completely to the ground and everyone's dead. Because otherwise,
This is an interesting conversation.
this is very interesting and has nothing to do with video games or vintage shirts or anything. But hey, listen. You requested to come on this show. You're going to make it seem like you didn't, but you requested to come on the show. I made it happen.
You like that?
What, that you requested it? Yeah. I do. I have no problem with it. I told you always have an open mic here. You can say whatever you want.
Got it.
It's cool. Doyle, what's the weather? We're supposed to do weather. What is it? I think it's about 92 degrees outside.
Well,
it's nighttime. Yeah.
It's a nighttime episode, right?
I like the nighttime episode. Do you prefer it, J-Lo?
I do.
Okay.
It's nice.
Now, you're an actual fan of the show. You actually watched the show, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So okay. You don't always read the comments, though, unless I bring
I
it
don't
up.
read the comments.
Okay.
Unless you say to read them, but I don't.
Okay. And, okay. All right.
And it's okay. Everyone should have their own opinions about whatever they want to have.
I
opinions
agree.
about.
I agree. And have a healthy discourse about it. No negativity here. I'm sorry, Doyle. What was the weather? I'm sorry. We got off on a tangent.
All right, we got real feel 89 and mad gust winds 14 miles per hour.
Okay. Vital information for people watching this tomorrow that don't live in the same state and want to know what the weather was in this hour period. We cover all bases here. Is there anything you'd like to tell anyone, Doyle, before we start the show and get into some topics?
Now we got new trinkets, right?
Right. Now, J-Lo, you have a problem with one of the trinkets on the table today. Would you like to let the people know which one of these you have a problem with?
I would say the mass murderer over there.
You don't like Leatherface.
No.
You don't appreciate the craftsmanship of someone that would kill somebody, carve their face up, and then mash up the skin with other people's faces to make a face over the face. Can you at least appreciate that?
Yeah, no.
Okay. So you don't like horror movies. That's the thing.
Well, I remember watching this movie, and yeah, like you say, it's very creative and it's amazing. But yeah, no, that's a scary.
Yeah, Leatherface
statue.
is. I mean,
It's just weird.
now we addressed was it last or two podcasts ago when we were both sick that you never saw Predator 1 or 2. Doyle, can you believe that? She never saw Predator 1 or 2, and we watched them back to back.
I mean, those are good movies.
Some of the best movies of all time. I never met anybody at this stage in my life that has not seen both of those movies. Now, what would you say?
I don't like violence.
Okay.
You know that. So that's why I didn't see that movie.
But what did you think once you saw it?
It was good.
Which one was better, 1 or 2?
2.
See? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Fuck out of here. She didn't like Dutch.
Nah, he was cool. I mean, he was good. It's just, you know.
What
2
about your boy,
explained more.
Apollo Creed was in that?
Yeah.
What's his name? Carl Weathers, right? That's his name. I always address him as Apollo Creed. I don't know why. But anyway, the second one had your boy Danny Glover, which he did great. And then at the end, when the Predator gives him the gun and tells him to take it, that was dope. Even though Danny Glover fell from about 600 feet and landed inside the alien ship and nothing happened to him.
Well, that explained the whole movie, the GIF.
Right.
That explains it.
There was a lot of detail there.
Correct.
Doyle doesn't care about that. He just cares about the stupid parts about the kid in the cemetery that almost got killed offering the Predator candy. Want some candy?
I want some candy right now.
What about the rips from the cadavers?
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, Marty Schottenheimer. I think that's his name. I don't know. It's not. That's a coach. That's a coach from a team. I forgot that guy's name. He played Marty Schottenheimer in a movie. I forget the guy's name, though. But he was like the hard copy reporter guy. I don't know. Anyway.
And then you got the bones.
Oh, yeah. That guy was dope. The Jamaican dude. You probably don't remember. Yeah, you don't remember at all. All right. We could get to some topics unless J-Lo has anything else to say. I wanted to bring you on the show. Wanted you to address anything you wanted to address. I'm glad you're a part of the show today. You don't have to be here the whole time. I understand that. Got things to do, places to go, people to see. I feel you. You good?
I'm good, love.
Okay. I just wanted.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. You were the best guest we ever had. Absolutely.
What about me?
You work here. You're an employee. You don't.
Am I considered as a guest?
No. You're only considered a guest after a certain amount of times. Like my father, when we grew up, like certain friends would come over and then he would fuck with them like a lot. And he'd be like, oh, can I have a soda? And they'd be like, get it yourself. Like, you're not a guest here anymore. You wear the guest thing off. You've worn that off years ago, bro. Yeah. No.
Can you go get me a drink?
No, you don't have a drink? You should have got one.
Oh.
You brought one. You drink some weird, I don't know, Powerade or some shit. I don't know what you drink. It's not good. Okay, so J-Lo, you're good.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not kicking you out. I'm just, if you would like to be a part of this entire episode, maybe we'll do some topic suggestions together. You can weigh in on it. You don't want to do that. You know what? Fuck it. Doyle, give me a topic suggestion. We're gonna find out.
All right, so we got Josh Locke 00 racing setup.
Okay. You got to use the racing setup, J-Lo. Why don't you tell the people what your initial impressions were of my fuckery and that setup?
It's pretty awesome, actually. It's an amazing setup.
Did you feel like you were like really driving a car?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Now, I initially put her in a 1,000 horsepower car. Never drove, never did any of that. I'm like, yeah, just do this and shift with the paddles and.
Yeah, I crashed everywhere.
Yeah. We definitely should have given her what you did, Doyle. You came over first time in the racing setup. You choose a 1969 Volkswagen van. It was probably a 70s, which I have Old Dirty Bastard on the side, and it goes maybe 70 miles an hour. So out of every car in that game you could have tested that thing with, you chose that. Would you like to elaborate on that?
That's a good one. And it has woo.
Yeah, it does have the woo on the back, and it has
it's,
ODB.
Texas Chainsaw, right?
That is similar. I think the one in Texas Chainsaw was a Chevy van, but similar. And maybe it was a Volkswagen bus. I could be wrong. We'd have to look
my
that
boy,
up.
the photographer, right?
Yeah, he was sketchy. That's who you would be. You would be that weirdo photographer guy in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, yeah. Or the guy that cleans the front of the car. That's your Igor, we call him. That would be you, for sure. You know what, J-Lo, I get questions of people. This is a good question for you. I have all this crazy shit and I'm a weirdo and all this shit like that. What do you think about all that? What do you think about, and you could be honest, if whatever you got to say, you say. Or maybe when we first met and you realized and you came and you're like, what the fuck? I mean,
I thought it was very awesome. I didn't see it was a weird thing. I think it's something that you have a lot of passion for, and you set it up beautifully.
I appreciate it.
There's nothing weird about it.
Okay, well, I bring it up because I get DMs from people that ask me, like, yo, you bring chicks home, bro. Like, they think you're weird. You have, like, PlayStations and Nintendos. And I'm like, I never thought of it that way. I don't know.
All those other girls, they just come and play. And, I come for the serious shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Better me so. Okay. But you know what, though? You like a lot of this shit. We're the same age. You're actually a little older by fucking 6 months or something. It's fucking, listen.
Wait, this is the witness protection program. We can't.
What do you mean?
We can't disclose those informations.
We're calling her J-Lo, bro. That's all the protection she needs.
She's older than you then, right? J-Lo is like how old?
J-Lo's 50? Now, you love J-Lo. That is your inspiration. Oh, 53, she just said. Damn, she's 53? 52. Matter of fact, when we first met, you went all the way back and you watched the podcast episode where Shakira and J-Lo did a halftime show, and I said, I don't want to see my two aunts dancing, and you were offended by that.
Absolutely offended.
You
What's
brought that
wrong
up.
with you?
Yeah.
Why are you bringing this back up?
Yo, I remember when you said that to me. I was like, yo, you, and then you're like, and then you told me that like you fuck with J-Lo, like level 50 fuck with J-Lo.
Well, they did an awesome job, and it was a performance, like you shouldn't call them old for doing that.
I wasn't calling them old. Listen, Michael Jordan should have never played on the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to just.
Enjoy those games? You did?
I like the
Why?
Wizards jersey because the W kind of looked like a Wu-Tang logo.
Well,
Okay.
There you go.
It was something, I guess. But anyway, the point I was bringing up was us being the same age. I'm actually surprised, like, some of these games and shit, like, you know that shit, which is really dope.
Well,
You
yeah,
know?
I have brothers.
Yeah.
You know.
So when you grew up, like the Sonic games we were talking about, like,
I
you
used to love Sonic.
see, that's dope, man. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, you don't play any video games now at all. I understand that.
No time for that.
Yeah, nothing. Okay. Yeah. She is a inspired business owner, and she doesn't have time for bullshit. Not like you, Doyle. Okay? How many hours a day you playing Pokemon Go on that fucking thing? And I saw your goddamn Nintendo Switch in there. You just had to bring it again. You know, that's okay, though. Your Switch is fine.
They added Carnage to Fortnite, just so you know.
No, did they?
Yeah.
Just to fuck with me, they did that. Why did they
They want
why?
you to join.
Now, did they really do that, bro? Or you just fucking with me? Because at this point, I would believe
No,
it.
it just came out, yeah.
So what? Because of the movie, I guess they're trying to. Now, Carnage is a serial killer, rapist, murderer, sadistic, crazy dude. Let's put him in game with 10-year-olds and 8-year-olds and make him seem like he's fuzzy and cute. Is that what's going on at the board meeting over at what is it? Epic Games that runs that shit? I don't get it.
Well, they actually have Predator, Xenomorph, they have the Joker,
Yeah, and then they have like LeBron
Iron
James
Man,
and Travis
LeBron
Scott.
James.
Yeah. So
they have Chun-Li.
Chun-Li from Street Fighters in
They have
Fortnite.
Dr. Doom, too.
I do fuck with Dr. Doom. Not in Fortnite, though. I don't fuck with Fortnite, so it doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm still mad about the PG-13 on the Carnage and the Venom movie. What's up with that? How could it be appropriate to the character?
Here's a question for y'all. Did y'all go to the movies together?
No, we have not gone to the movies together. I did watch enough
Why not?
movies
You
with
have
her.
one over here around the corner.
Well, COVID happened. That was a couple of weeks out of, I think we've been dating for quite a while, but okay, that was an excuse. But no, I don't, I'll be honest with you. I don't go to the movies. I just watch them at home. We watched Space Jam here, right?
We did.
We watched that terrible Rambo movie. That was bad. What were we going to say? You look like you're going to.
Space Jam with Michael Jordan here.
That's the OG. Yeah. So Doyle, you're suggesting? Well, we actually were supposed to go see the new Venom movie, the Carnage movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because she loves Tom Hardy, and I just want to see my boy Woody Harrelson, and I hope it doesn't suck. And I don't think it will, but why can't it be rated R? Could it just be a little more edgy, like PG-13, bro. Although PG-13 in 2021 might be different than PG-13 in 1987. Things are a little, right? You think they let them get away with more on the rating system? Because, what's the last time a movie was rated NC-17 or rated X or something? They had a few of them in the 90s. But I think nowadays, like, once it's rated R, you could do whatever the fuck you want. So, okay. Well, give me a topic, bro. I don't even remember what the first one was, but I'm sure we covered it.
All right, so we got thoughts on the PlayStation Showcase.
Oh, Gran Turismo 7.
Yes.
Now, you immediately, or a billion people immediately hit me up because of Gran Turismo 7. They know I've been waiting for it. But here's the thing. It doesn't come out till March of next year. I don't have time. Just tell me a week before the game comes out, and I'm cool. And then shit gets delayed and crazy. Look, I got the racing simulator. That's what we're supposed to talk about. The racing simulator is the reason why I have it is because of Gran Turismo 7. I could still play Gran Turismo Sport and a few other games, but PS5... And by the way, I went through a whole troubleshoot crazy thing to get that thing to work. Shout out to my boy Will. He came over, helped me set up the whole thing and helped me. I mean, he did it and I just watched him do it. But we went to plug in the wheel and the wheel didn't work, but the pedals worked. The paddles on the wheel worked, but the wheel did nothing. And I noticed that there was no feedback or anything. Come to find out, there was supposed to be a fucking power cord in the box that I never got, brand new. Now my old one that I have, I don't remember having that, so it was weird. I got my old laptop out of there, and by luck, it was the same plug and it worked. Now, Doyle, you're telling me, Fire Marshal Bill, it's a potential hazard. Is that what you're telling me, not to use that cord?
Could cause power surges.
You're the expert here, so I'm going to listen to you. Although you helped me hook up my old game room, which had all kind of fire hazards. things plugged into things, wired around, wrapped, and then plugged into things, and then we plug it in the wall.
I think that's what fucked up the PS3 that I fucked up, right?
Oh, yeah, my fat body PS3. Yeah, thanks, bro. You played Vegas 2 on that thing and burned it out on me. So you loosened the soldering on the inside, and now it's worthless. It's a paperweight. Those things go for like $300 now, bro. You know that? Because that's the backwards compatible one. Yeah. So thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Anyway, the racing simulator is incredible for anyone who wants to know. A lot of people hit me up about it. Pretty dope. I'm excited about it. It's definitely better than the original one at my other house because the other one was a little, we kind of just put it together. That's real shit. So, and you hooked me up with the TV. Once again, I appreciate it. That was a good call with the Sony 4K. That one has 120 hertz, right?
Yeah.
But it's like true 120 because when 4K first came out, they weren't able to run in that kind of, right, for motion because you need that for the racing sim. That's legit. Yeah. All right. Another topic.
All right, we got Slim Rabbit discussion about the new AZ joint, Do or Die 2.
Did you hear it? You didn't hear it. I'm asking you, bro. You listen to fucking Migos and shit. I know. It's really good. I didn't. There was like 2 or 3 tracks. It was like whatever. But honestly, for the most part, it was phenomenal. And AZ, I always say, is the most underrated MC of all time. I've been saying that forever. It's an ongoing thing. Whenever you fucking post something, I always am the first comment, and I always put the most underrated MC of all time. I've been doing that probably for 2 years. He acknowledges it. He knows what's up. No, but Do or Die, obviously the original, super classic. And then this one, I mean, granted, 20-something years later, whatever. I don't,
I give him Salamanders.
Yeah, you like that he says random shit like salamanders and whatever else. And then he has a lisp in the one song.
There you go.
Amphibious, yeah, he says that. And what does he say? That what was it in Affirmative Action in the beginning? That you like? I forget what it was. When he's doing the intro, you think he's saying something slick. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Anyway.
What about Baby J-Lo? Does she like...
Baby J-Lo over there has
Baby
a
J-Lo
very good... Listen, her taste in music, we're on the same page.
She doesn't like AZ.
She does like it. Well, first of all, she's from New York, first of all. BX, son. Chill, bro. And you know what? When we first met, you used to tell me about all this jazz shit you like. I don't hear you listen to no jazz shit. I hear you listen to a lot of J-Lo and Shakira. No, I know. Beyonce. Listen to Beyonce a little bit. But you do like that old school shit, like old jazz and shit. Because you know like the artist, which is really dope. And you play an instrument. Trumpet? Is that what it is? You told me you play an instrument.
I play a trombone.
Trombone, I'm sorry. Now, what's the difference? Trombone and trumpet.
A trumpet is a lot smaller.
Okay. I didn't know. I don't know.
Trombone is more like bass.
Okay. Doyle, what instrument do you play?
When I was a baby kid, I played the saxophone.
Yeah. I'm just envisioning you playing a saxophone, like Bill Clinton or Lisa Simpson. You like a mix between the two.
It was sick. I felt like Phil Collins. No.
Did Phil Collins play a saxophone? I think he was involved with music that had saxophones in it, especially in that era. But no, that's incredible. I played the bass. No, the cello. I played the cello, excuse me. And the piano. I've self-taught a little bit of piano situation. And then I play the turntable. That's about as far as it goes. Turntable's not really an instrument, but you can make it an instrument. Next topic.
I thought you used to play the harmonica.
I wish I could play the harmonica. I used to like it like a kids used to just blow in it and just be annoying.
Piano Man, right? You used to play that.
Which one? Oh, Piano Man?
And it has a harmonica, right?
At the end, yeah. Sing us a song. Yeah, I love that fucking song, bro. I love Billy Joel.
All right, so we got Shadow Banks thought on the new Spider-Man and Wolverine coming up.
Yo, there's a game coming out. And I think it's 2 separate games if I'm not mistaken. But I saw something about a Wolverine game. I fuck with Wolverine. J-Lo over there, you fuck with X-Men, correct?
I do.
You do. And if I'm not mistaken, Gambit and Wolverine are your favorite X-Men.
Yes.
And then you like Rogue, or you like
Rogue.
Phoenix. You like
Phoenix.
Okay, Phoenix. Got it. Just wanted to check. See, you gotta know where your girl's at with that, man. Of course, she likes Gambit and Wolverine. Like fucking Doyle, who's your favorite X-Men? Let me hear it. Just give me 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Psylocke.
No,
think
Cyclops.
she's like-
Cyclops. Oh, you like Psylocke. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
she's
okay.
like the
okay.
villain, right?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like
Uh-huh.
the one that.
I like that
and
answer. That's an
then-
obscure answer.
And then Storm is pretty good. I like
Storm, yeah. Storm's fire. Especially in the game, X-Men, the arcade game. Yeah. Which is one of the only cabinets I would love to have, not the arcade one-up one. I'm talking about the real OG 6-player shit. That would be giant here. It would have no room. So, all right, give me another topic. I don't know anything about that Wolverine game. It's something weird. I saw like a preview of it and also a Spider-Man game. I think, is there another one coming out? I'll be honest, I'm not up on it. I was so excited about fucking Gran Turismo, even though it didn't really show much. It was just kind of like whatever.
Yeah, the Spidey game's gonna have your boy Miles Morales in it.
Oh yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. I much rather just have the OG fucking Spider-Man. Or 90s shit would be dope. Yes, J-Lo. Did you have something to say? It really seemed like you had something to say that time.
I can't believe you don't like Miles Morales. That's a cool Spider-Man. That's like the new generation Spider-Man.
Which is probably why I don't like it. And I'm at a point now where I'm admitting it's an age difference. It's a gap. They call that being blinded by nostalgia. So I'm looking at the old Spider-Mans and I'm so connected to the characters and who played them and blah, blah, blah. And I look at the new one and I have no connection. So I'm like, it's garbage. I don't care. I'm willing to admit that. And that's, but.
Have you seen?
Yeah.
Into the Verse?
Yeah, I didn't. Because you gave me the Blu-ray of it. And I was like, it didn't give me the same feeling.
I thought it was a cool movie. I thought it was very creative. I thought it was amazing. And it's a new generation.
Why are you making me feel like a bad person because I don't like Miles Morales?
You want to feel a bad person?
Yeah.
Not a bad person.
Okay. I feel like one.
She could just take over the show.
I know.
She has better.
That's what's going to
opinions
end up happening
I don't
now.
even know
People
why
in the
we're listening
comments
to
will be like, bro, just get off the fucking mic, let her talk,
than- That's what I'm
man.
saying.
Well, I could leave. It just could be the Doyle and J-Lo show.
Off camera.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. No just audio only. It'd be fine. Now, there's no date for those games, right? This is like, we'll let you know in fucking 2027. Okay. All right, give me another topic then.
All right, this is one of my topics.
Oh, here we go.
A little touchy. It's been 20 years from 9/11. We had that.
Yeah, I guess we could
pass
briefly.
over
I'm not going to do a
for the
deep dive. I
weekend.
have connections, and I don't want to get into it
Been
super
20
deep.
years, though.
But yes, actually, me and J-Lo were actually talking about how 20 years went by was crazy, and then we both like just briefly described our mornings with that. And I was in high school, and fucking that whole thing happened, but they made it seem like something way less happened. They said like a small plane clipped the side of one of the towers, and I didn't really know what was going on, but I know people were leaving school, so I left school. And then I went to Tower Records and I bought the Blueprint by Jay-Z and Fabulous's first album, Ghetto Fabulous. And I'm ignorant on my way home, just bumping fucking in my Cadillac with my subs, like just being a stupid kid. And then I get home and I'm like, can't call anybody. Like things were weird. And then I eventually put the news on and was like, well, what the fuck's going on? And it was terrible. And I knew people that were in there and I knew people that were affected. I know people that are still affected by it. It's a terrible thing. It was super terrible. But I think the point of it really is, without getting into detail about it, is the fact that it was 20 years ago. The fact that 20 years can go by, and it really seems like, because as you get older, those years, they're behind you and you don't realize, like you look at things and you're like, 20 years ago though? For real? Like if you said 9/11 happened 10 years ago, I might not argue with you. Like it doesn't feel like it's 20. So it's damn near half my fucking life ago that happened. So, and everything that's happened in my life from then till now, like it's just crazy to think that. So, terrible day. Thank you for the depressing topic. Let's move on and give me something nice, bro. The fuck's wrong with you?
Well, I mean, that was you still gotta remember it.
Yeah,
though.
I guess. Okay. Yeah, I
You're
agree.
From New York.
That's what I'm saying. You were in the
Don't
New York
yell at me.
Yankees.
How about that? Why are you yelling now?
I wanted to make sure you heard it.
Okay. Well, I heard it.
All right. So one of my friends spent $350 on Hunting Ground. CIB.
Okay. All right. Is this a topic from you, or did somebody bring that topic in because you're supposed to be giving them credit reading their name? You just came out of nowhere and just started a sentence.
No, that's my friend Nicholas.
Okay. All right. Your imaginary friend Nicholas.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Doyle. Anyway, so you're asking me, is it a good idea to
Well,
spend?
he's starting a collection. And that's one of the.
I will. Okay.
the
Well,
games that
I'll
he
say this
started out
about that. Starting a collection in retro gaming now is, I mean, yo, you better have some serious money because the prices are crazy now. You, you can go to garage sales and thrift stores and shit. Unless you're a nut job and you have all the time in the world like I do to do that shit, and I've even taken a break from it because it's exhausting. I don't know how many deals you're going to find. So people will end up paying that kind of money for those games. Now, most people probably just go on eBay if they just really want the game. But I remember, Doyle, remember when I bought that game and I think I paid $40 for it. I don't know, 8-10 years ago, something like that. I was at Brad's store, and I remember saying, yo, I can't believe I'm paying that much money for a fucking PS2 game. And I never thought it would. I thought maybe it'd be $100 game at some point or whatever. But games going up 3, 4, 5 times the value this is why I preach tangible assets, especially ones that you can enjoy. You know, if it's just a rock that's worth a lot of money and sits on your fucking desk. But a game you can actually enjoy, even though you believe in disc rot to the point where you think it's going to just burn out and not work. So what do you do with your games, your discs? You just leave them?
Yeah, but you wouldn't spend $350 on Haunted Ground?
Today? I mean, it's weird because, like, being that I have most of what I wanted to collect within gaming, I don't know it. To me, the $350 was the $40 I spent on it was the $350 to me all those years ago. You see what I'm saying? So I guess, I mean, I don't know, man. That's a lot of money, bro. Because at that point, you either want that game so bad just to physically play it, which is why in some cases it is that much money because it's the only way to play it, or you're buying it as an investment, but you have to. If you really think at $350 that game's going to go to $1,000, and Doyle, we get into arguments about this all the time. You tell me, well, yeah, buy Panzer Dragoon Saga for $1,150 because it'll eventually be a $3,000 game. And I just don't. There's a ceiling somewhere. I don't know where the ceiling is, but I don't know. I don't think it's safe to just blow way. But like, there's a bubble happening, and if you looked at a chart of retro gaming and pricing, it's like this. At some point, it's got to level out or go down. And you'll see that a lot of people start selling their shit or whatever. It's happened to a couple systems. Super Nintendo, there's been a price drop, but anyway, no, I probably wouldn't spend $350 on that. Yeah. Anything else we got interesting from your bit? She's fucking with me now. See, it's okay. It's okay. For real though. There's no more topics.
Oh yeah, we got a few more. All right, so we got let's see, invalid letter. Game you would want remade to stay intact gameplays wise, but HD online capabilities. Initially, I want to say Metal Gear, but A, it's getting remade, and B, online. I don't know what you would do online. If co-op online Metal Gear would be dope. I don't know how you could just like maybe you could be Meryl and I'm Snake, and like, I don't know, something like that would be dope. Other than that, man, they should just bring back. And they did in certain capacity. That's why you got excited. Like the Game Boy thing for the Switch. That's online, right? I heard it's online. So like you could play Game Boy games online with other people. Am I crazy? Because that's what I heard. I was actually going to give a point to the Switch for that. But if not, then it's still fuck the Switch. No, I don't think so. What game would you play online like that?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But I know like even Arcade 1-Up has these like some. These are all online connected. So you could be ranked matches and shit. I mean, I never played them online, but I mean, you technically could. A lot of the cabinets are doing that. But kind of, you know what? Any of the arcade style games, like the shooter, like even Contra, stuff like that. Like if you could do Contra Hard Corps on, you know, a new system that's remade and me and you could play online together, it'd be dope. So any kind of 2-player co-op game that would normally be local, if you can make it online, and they redo the whole shit, so that'd be dope. I don't know. Why, you have any in mind that you thought of? A game like that? That's old school, would be remade and be able to play online?
I don't know, man. Maybe Maximum Carnage?
Okay. Once again, multiplayer. You have to have multiplayer in order to do that because it's then.
Yeah, like those beat 'em ups could be like multiplayer.
Yeah, beat 'em ups are the best ones. I mean, Streets of Rage, like online, but they already don't they have that? I feel like they have that. Like if you have like Streets of Rage on like PS3 as a classic download, I think you could play it online. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Yo no sé.
All right. Another topic.
All right, so we got my friend lost out on another sneaker on the sneaker drop.
What do
You always get me to do it too.
Oh yeah, I started making you make accounts so we could try to get sneakers for retail price. I just wanted. I don't even remember which ones I was.
Chunky Dunkies?
Yeah, something, bro. For the price, I mean, the people are paying $3,000 for these sneakers. It's like, what are you doing? It doesn't make any sense. But why? Which ones came out? I don't even keep up with sneaker drops like that. I literally go to the mall, and if I see something dope, and I'm like, cool, I'll take it. I'm not paying $1,000 for sneakers anymore. You were gonna call me out on that, weren't you?
I was.
I know. You laced them up for me.
I did.
Remember I came to your store and I'm like, can you you're like, how much? The fuck is that about? You look like you're going to leave. Are you leaving right now?
I am.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to tell the people before you leave?
To keep supporting you.
Okay. That's fair.
You're doing awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Doyle. You're doing awesome.
See, yeah, Doyle loves that. Doyle needs that.
Yeah, you're pretty cool. You keep playing.
Yeah, what do you know what?
games.
You know what? What is your assessment? Now, this is the second or third time you met Doyle, but what is your assessment of Doyle?
Oh, he's funny. He's hilarious.
Doyle's a special person,
Yeah, he is.
for sure.
He sure is. Awesome.
See, Doyle, you got the cosign, bro. You're in. You're good. You're good. Well, thank you.
Well, I'm about to leave too, though.
No.
Oh.
You're going to sit the fuck there, read more topics, then we have to edit this, then we have to upload it.
I'm
J-Lo,
gonna
I
escort her
appreciate
out.
your time.
I gotta escort J-Lo out.
No, you're not.
She's a
No.
celebrity.
No. You leave J-Lo alone. She's got her own security team. Okay? Okay? J-Lo, please call me later when at your earliest convenience. Okay. Now, Doyle, can you give me another topic, please?
She was a good guest.
I know. She'll probably be a return guest on the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got? We got Baby from Nirvana cover suing. That was our Google article.
Yeah, there was some weird shit going on with that. Well, because it was a naked kid on the cover. I mean, it was, back in the
So
day,
you got
that was a
woke.
thing. That was, it was just like, oh, that's the Nirvana cover. It was, But I guess maybe he doesn't own the rights to the photo. That's what I'm assuming. Because there's big money there. Think about all the T-shirts it's printed on, all those posters, album covers. There's big money in that. But it was a naked picture of a child. It's a little sketchy. They started covering it up on certain stores. It's like they took the blunt out of Bob Marley's mouth. Remember that? I used to get mad about that. They just needed to take the baby penis and put the little sticker on it or shut it down. I don't know. But he's a grown man now, right? Because that was 20-something years ago or whenever that came out. I would prefer not to have that kind of imagery on an album cover, although I understand within the time period. That was what's up.
So they forced the baby to do that?
No, they took a picture of a child in a pool, man, and chasing a dollar. I mean, it was a thing, but once again, you're missing Nirvana. That was so Nirvana, And I'm not Mr. Nirvana, so I don't even know what the real purpose behind that was. Like the symbolizing with the dollar and chasing the dollar and the thing with the kid. There's many album covers over the years that are kind of crazy. You remember? Even in Juice, remember Juice when they're in the record store and they're looking at Uncle Luke records with the big booty girls and he's holding it up. He's like, put that down. They were like lewd album covers that crossed a certain line with people. But overall, I don't know. I'm sure that kid is suing for monetary reimbursement of hey, you've used my likeness for fucking 25 years and I don't know if his parents wrote off that picture or whatever the initial agreement was, but he's probably just trying to get his money and I really can't blame him. I mean, it's an iconic image in music, bro.
How much is that vintage shirt going for?
I don't know, probably $700. I don't know, like an OG fucking, yeah, probably. I mean, vintage shirts are crazy, bro. The vintage shirt game is out of control, and the culture is very strong behind it. And it's a fun thing. It's just that you can get lost in it, and it's just like any other hobby, though, man. I mean, there's ups and downs with it. There are cool people, there are whack people within but you know what? I appreciate it, and I actually like the idea of not buying new clothes. Like there's enough clothes in this world for everyone. Like I'm wearing T-shirts that are 25 years old, and they're fine. Matter of fact, I prefer them over the new one. Now they're starting to make new T-shirts like old T-shirts, faded out. Oh, they're trying to go back to different stitching and really make it look vintage. It's like, guys, how about we just get the vintage, the real shit, So that's my rant on vintage shirts for the day. But I do. I like the culture. I like some of the people in it, and I have a bunch of vintage shirts myself.
I mean, that Nirvana baby shirt is vintage, right?
Of course it is. Yeah, the album that came out in the '90s, bro. What else? We got anything else interesting?
All right, so we got Fox Riders Aaron. Boy, favorite NES game that's also a Saturday morning cartoon.
Okay. Immediately, I think Tiny Toon Adventures. Is that an NES game? I think it is. I know it was on the Sega and Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
But I think they had it on. When he said that, I don't know. When you read that, I thought of Tiny Toons because Tiny Toons was dope. I used to fuck with Tiny Toons, and I definitely fucked with the games. What other Saturday morning cartoon games are there?
I know. I used to like the Looney Tune games.
Any Looney Tune shit. Animaniacs, but Animaniacs was like after school, like 5, right, on Fox? I think it was. Animaniacs was fire. That was a really, really well done cartoon. I almost want to say Saturday morning, even though it's not a cartoon, but they used to have wrestling when I was young, like late 80s, early 90s. Like wrestling was on in like Saturday, but like at like noon or 10 in the morning. So I was thinking of wrestling games, which on NES are not great. The fucking Hulk Hogan, WWF WrestleMania is iconic to me, and that's being blinded by nostalgia. The gameplay obviously is not there. It's just like little weird fucking sprites running around. But just to run through that menu as a kid to see Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant, I used to love that shit. I miss wrestling, bro. I miss loving wrestling like I did back in the day. Like, I'm talking about OG. I'm talking about before Attitude Era. I'm talking about Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Legion of Doom, the Bushwhackers, Hacksaw Jim Duggins. Ho! Bro. OGs. You were you into wrestling, and you're a little younger than me, but were you into wrestling deep like that, or you just got in Attitude Era?
Yeah, right around where The Rock came in. That's where I came in.
Yeah, so late 90s, 97 and 99. I mean, the Attitude Era was, out of control. But I miss, like
Doink the Clown?
Yeah,
like
Yokozuna, Lex Luger. And I love the arcade game,
Ultimate
WWF.
Warrior?
Ultimate Warrior. How many steroids? That guy did all of the steroids. I mean, when he used to come out to the ring juiced up, fucking screaming, talking about crazy shit, shaking those ropes, bro. He's talking about the moon and the universe and fucking... so me and you go back all the time and send each other videos of those old interviews, Let me tell you something, brother. The typical shit. A hilarious fucking Macho Man and Hulk Hogan going back and forth. Those guys, man, what was their blood pressure, their heart rate, just in some of those moments
where the interviews, right? Where Gene, what was it?
Yeah, me and Gene Okerlund. Yeah, me and Gene, yeah. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Yeah, bro, that's when he went ham, bro. Jake the Snake Roberts, and we were looking at Jake the Snake when he was on with Queen's Flip, fucking that shit. Bro, Jake the Snake is a funny ass dude. He's a big dude too, and he's older, but he's got the size to him. I don't know. I missed that era of wrestling. I feel like it doesn't get talked about as much now. Real wrestling fans, I know that they're into it, but I think the Attitude Era is just so popular. When JR, because that's the thing. Everything was so perfect about the Attitude Era. You had fucking JR announcing shit. You had Stone Cold. You had The Rock. I mean, it is so iconic, bro. Monday Night Raw was like a fucking event every single Monday. Tuesday, waiting, like, I remember Tuesday mornings getting dropped off for school in middle school. We'd get there 20 minutes before. We'd all be in a line outside of school just chilling. That's all we talked about, me and my boys, is the fucking how crazy Monday Night Raw was last night. And I missed like ECW too. I went to local ECW events. I watched Rob Van Dam frog splash off a balcony in a random fucking Long Island like warehouse looking place. Actually, it was a playhouse. They had plays, but to put the ring in the middle, there was a balcony. This motherfucker frog splashed off, ball, crazy through tables. Damn, those were the days, bro. All right, what do we got? Another topic? This might be a shorter show today. I'm not sure. It was a different vibe.
All right.
It's all good.
All right, so we got the new Sonic Colors came out.
For what? The Switch?
No, I thought it was for all consoles.
Honestly, I'll be honest. I'm way off base. Every once in a while, I'll search new games. I try to search PS5 games. So before we get to the Sonic game, let me tell you, I recently purchased Alien Fireteam, Did I tell you that though? Did you see that? The Alien game, I got it.
Going.
It's pretty good. It's a little generic to me. It's Gears of War-ish as far as the view and the kind of movement, which isn't a bad thing. But it feels like a little more detail could be put in. It's very just like, oh, there's waves of xenomorphs and just get to the next thing and get to the next thing. And it kind of, which is funny because a lot of me with newer games, I don't like to get too deep unless it's a very specific, like Metal Gear I'd get into. So I don't want super story. I don't want to be killed with that. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like there's something missing. And I'll be honest, I didn't put enough time into it to really give it a final. But a final opinion, I should say. But the other one that I bought, which I've heard nobody talk about, is the Creed game. I'm just desperate for a PS5 game of some sort. I'm scrolling through the thing late at night on the store, and I'm like, what is this? Is that Ivan Drago? And
What do you mean? The Gran Turismo's coming out.
it's not, Doyle. It's not coming out for fucking like 10 months, bro. I don't have time. So I'm scrolling through, and I see like Creed, like Michael B. Jordan, but then I see like Ivan Drago, and I see Rocky, and I see Mr. T, and I'm like, oh, this is a new gen boxing game with. But I'm like, I don't care about Creed like Michael B. Jordan, but if I could play as the legendary characters, I didn't even look it up. I think it was only $39. A lot of times I get alarmed that's a red flag for me in games. I'm like, is it a budget game? Because then you know it's just not up to par. I don't like the fact that I bought 2K22 and it's $70 for a digital download. You know, like, listen, guys. Like, I understand. It looks great. We got it on here. Yeah, Jordan looks cool, and that's all I do is plays the old Bulls teams. I don't do seasons. I don't do anything. I put the fucking '90s Knicks versus the '90s Bulls, and I just play. But the boxing game, the Creed game, was actually, and I played 10 minutes of it. I didn't get into it because right away I realized, oh, you have to unlock Ivan Drago. You have to unlock Apollo Creed, and there's no way to just buy the DLC. If it was a couple bucks, I would just buy it. But you can use Rocky, so I did like an exhibition match. What I like about it, there's a little bit of Fight Night in it. It's not quite Fight Night, but it looks good visually. The movement is good, but then there's also a little bit of like Street Fighter 5-ish in there, where it's, you know, the gloves light up and you get the like it's kind of cool, man. Like, I got to play it a little bit more, but it kind of surprised me. Like, I bought it, and I'm like, why did I just waste $40 on this? That was stupid. I have to go back and revisit. Yeah, so and then I said I bought that. Oh, and 2K22, I got to be honest. I haven't bought a 2K game in 6-7 years. The mechanics are beautiful. Like, on that PS5 controller, the release, the feel, it really is a well-made game. I'm not sure what the public thinks. I didn't look into the reviews on it. I know people go really hard with the reviews because people are very passionate. People play 2K 8-9 hours a day. I know, Doyle, you're really into 2K. I know you don't play.
I used to be, but I think most of my peoples that I talked to about this, they like it.
Yeah, I've heard that too. You know, my buddy Will was here the other day, and he said, no, everyone's loving it. It's cool. They get real detailed into the culture and, you know, the clothes and the fashion. And you see Russell Westbrook with his skirt on or whatever. I mean, listen, here's the thing. Express yourself how you want to express yourself. I just don't like the idea of, like, it's getting to a point where it's like, let me go out of my way completely just to show you how different I am so I can get the attention for it. And then if you come at that person about it, it's like, well, then you're not a good person because you're not letting someone be what they want to be. And it's just like, I don't know, man. Now all of a sudden it's trendy and people are wearing skirts, like the Kid Cudi thing. You know, he wore a skirt trying to do a tribute to Kurt Cobain because Kurt Cobain wore a dress back in the day on stage just to be like a complete outlier and say, like, fuck the system. Like, I do what I want. This is how I feel. Judge me if you want. That was a guy in the trenches. He was dealing with mental issues, and he was like really. Now I feel like people just take that to be a part of, like, it's like culture vulture, but for that. So it's like, let's empower people to do certain things. And here's the thing. I don't have a problem with it. Russell Westbrook, do whatever you want. He's an amazing athlete. I'm just saying the idea behind it. Like, just wear your skirt or whatever that thing is, a kilt, and just do your thing. Let's not make a photo shoot out of it. Let's not. If you really are about that, then do it. Be in your house, walk around your house with your shit, go to the food store, do normal shit. You know, go to New York City and let's take some big boy pictures. Like, the attention is like, look at me. I mean, Doyle, you're looking at me crazy. How do you feel? You're not. I'm sure you're not in agreement with it.
Yeah, people in Ireland wear skirts, right?
Top of the morning to you.
That's what I'm saying.
Where are my Lucky Charms? Yeah, I mean, my lineage,
It's a fashion
but
statement.
Scotland, but it's different. There's a whole thing behind
I
it,
think
bro.
Lady Gaga wore dead meat one time, right?
Well, it wasn't a live meat, Doyle. I know, yeah. Lady Gaga is the extreme. She would be level 50,000 of like crazy outfit stuff. But I mean, look, that's different. You go to award shows and you want to go, I get it. Listen, we live in a completely different world. Then you go back 20 years, even 10 years, but you go back 20 years, bro, the early 2000s, no way. No way a celebrity guy came out wearing a skirt. Would they ever let that fly? And by let it fly,
Dennis Rodman?
right. And they tried to come at him about it. The thing with Dennis Rodman, though, see, and that's where the athletes kind of gets like, these are macho dudes that'll beat your ass. And it's like you're trying to make them, you like hate on them and say they're feminine. Like they'll punch you in the face. So it's like, it's a weird mixture. At the end of the day, I'm all about people expressing themselves. I would never like criticize someone that actually feels that way and wants to dress or do what they want to do. I'm with it, bro, 100%. I just think in the media and social media and the world we live in, there's a lot of attention grabbing, and it's like not really to who you are to your core, and sometimes you could see through it. So
You think they just want to do it because it's trendy or something?
yeah. And look, the guy at the top that did it first, like he might really feel that way, but then you go down a couple of steps and look, that's the way it works, right? I mean, you don't even have to do that with like questionable clothing choices. Like Jay-Z went from wearing jerseys to button-up shirts and everybody followed suit. No, he's, I'm wearing buttons up, I'm 30 plus. Like the way he was talking in the early 2000s was like, no more wearing basketball jerseys, sloppy, like get your shit together, get some tapered things going. And some people, including myself, would say, well, that's not a bad step. It's a step in the right direction, right? He's trying to tell you how to dress like a grown man and not be 30 and wearing crazy shit. But then it's like, wear what you want.
Yeah, still wear baggy clothes.
Well, baggy clothes are kind of out, right? But like, remember the skinny jean thing came through. And the skinny jean thing got to the point where people were starting to really come at people rocking super skinny jeans that basically look like women's jeans. And like, it was like, my jeans are skinny because I'm skinny as fuck now. But there's nothing worse than a fat dude wearing skinny jeans. That doesn't even make sense. Like, I just wear jeans that they happen to fit me and they're just small because I'm fucking built like a toothpick at this point. But yeah, I mean, I used to rock the illest. I mean, holy shit. One of the funniest things my father ever said to me was I was in 6th grade and I used to rock my Guess jeans, Carl Kanai, like all this shit, right? Big baggy 44th length, bro. I'm a fucking 30 length at best. I mean, I'm talking about, and he would say, then I started wearing the Jinkos, right? I don't know if you remember Jinkos. Jinkos were skater jeans. They were like this fucking wide at the bottom. He goes, you go out, you make your mother spend $100 and something on your stupid Michael Jordan sneakers just to wear your dumbass jeans to cover the sneakers. I remember looking at him being like, you motherfucker, you're right. You're fucking right. But hey, growing up, man, this is what, but Jinko jeans are in high demand. It's a big thing now, like, vintage wise. I used to have some really dope corduroys, like shorts by them. Yeah, man. Jinko made they had quality denim though, but they just look ridiculous. 90s raver shit too. Then they had that weird, what was it, Area 51 or Alien? It was like almost a copy of Jinko. Anyway, give me another topic and we might just get out of here. I'm feeling like,
That's it?
I don't know. I don't know how long we've been running, but today's show was definitely different.
All right, so we got Maximilian. What's some good stuff to get into nerd out on?
Well, it's a very general question, but I mean, for me, I'm a car guy, so Jay Leno's Garage is one of the best things ever to watch. But if you want to, I used to nerd out on shoe restoration videos and also car restoration videos, but the ones that they do like at like high frames, like really fast. It's not just like a long-winded, stupid video. It's just a guy in a garage, speeds up the camera, shows you how he's taking off the paint or the leather in the inside and cleaning and conditioning. I'm OCD and a weirdo clean freak. I'm the Danny Tanner of podcasting, I like to say.
Wait, what's that?
Danny Tanner, he was the father on Full House, Bob Saget. And he was known for being a clean freak, which I'm a clean freak and I'm OCD. So, it kind of works. I don't know. But I'm trying to think if there's any. I mean, for video game stuff, GameSack. I said this last podcast episode. GameSack. Saying the name just sounds a little funny, but GameSack. Those guys are. If you want to nerd out on gaming history, definitely check them out. They're awesome for that. I'm trying to think if there anything else that I like to really deep dive into. Well, I used to get into all the fucking Bigfoot and alien conspiracy videos on YouTube, which are fun, but then you got to be careful because they're convincing and then you believe in weird shit. I still believe in Bigfoot. I don't care, Doyle. We're going to find him. That one Sasquatch documentary, it got me. The one where I showed you, like, they actually have a picture of him and he's, like, chilling.
It's a pair?
I don't think... No, that's a video from TikTok that we laugh at. You can't just say it's a pair. People don't know what the fuck that is, Doyle. But...
Yeah, people are trying to find Bigfoot, though.
I know, that's the thing. It's like... But maybe if Bigfoot's smart enough, you're never going to find him. So that's, he lives in the woods, man. He knows what's up. It's like, fish in the ocean. They know what's up.
They got him on a recording, though, right?
Those screams, I don't like that. I don't care if that's man-made. I don't care if that's really Bigfoot. There's a thing, though, honestly, like in your mind, in your body, like deep down caveman shit. When you hear something like that, it's different. It's not just like somebody screaming. It's like a primal scream, and it triggers, at least for me. When I heard those audio recordings, which are from like the 70s, there was a tone that's in that I'm not saying a human can't replicate or a computer can't. I'm not that naive and ignorant. I'm just saying they tapped into a tone that when it hit me, it almost triggered a fight or flight feeling or something. It's not just like a scary movie feeling either. It's something that I can't even really explain. So that's what keeps me interested in that shit. Because, when you go into the woods in these videos and they're showing... these tree structures of like, in the middle of nowhere, and there's these giant logs that, like, how do you even carry them? And then they're bent. They're not broken. They're bent. And they're bent in between trees without breaking. And people think that those are markers or something that they're doing. It's like, well, okay, you're just in the middle of nowhere. Some guy randomly decided to do this and took the time, effort, and strength or whatever just so he can film some shit on YouTube that nobody might care about, and it's also just so, I don't know. I mean, the easy answer is just say, yeah, people do shit for attention. They'll go out of their way and then do this, but it's like there's plenty of just obscure, middle of nowhere, fucking in the like the north, like the border of the country in fucking Oregon and shit like that, like really, really deep, 75 miles into the woods, and there's these structures of shit. It's like somebody really fucking did that. I don't know, man. And how did they physically do it? I get into this, with the girlfriend. We were arguing about the pyramids because we were watching like Stargate. I think when we were sick, we watched so many movies. And I'm like, I still don't understand the logic of someone that tells me those pyramids were built with thousands of Egyptians that were doing slave work, essentially rolling 1,000,000-ton fucking slabs of granite or whatever on logs across the desert, and they were able to perfectly build it to the point where it's mathematically perfect with constellations. Now, the easy answer is, yeah, it took them 30 years each one, and they fucking just did generations of people, and they had nothing better to do. They weren't playing the fucking Switch, right? I mean, they didn't even have tools to do.
They didn't have Netflix.
They didn't have fucking electric, bro, even though that they have found things in tombs that look like light bulbs. I don't know. Now, you go to, well, Mike, what the fuck happened? Well, aliens, they came down. They said, yo, this is how you do shit. We're going to hook you up, boom, boom, boom. We'll give you some knowledge, and we're out.
Yeah, what about Machu Picchu's?
Exactly. You and your family from Peru. You told me 1,000,000 times, and I already knew about shit like that. In Peru, there's some sketchy shit going on, right? Those pyramids, the shit in the woods, the lights in the woods. What's going on, bro?
Well, those ruins are like 10,000.
That's what I'm saying. And they found like other ones too. And it's like
you got to ride the bus up, or you got to ride a train to get there. Then the bus takes you, and then you still got to walk up.
But how did they build that shit? How did they? And then there's something else. I think it's Puma Punku or some shit. They have these fucking structures. They look actually just like the Hermes fucking H. It looks just like that, but they're cut out of thick ass granite, like laser cut, and they lock into each other. 10,000, 12,000 years old. What's up? You're telling me a little dude was just like ding, 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 ding. Yep, Bob, it's perfectly laser cut, smooth. Nah, bro. Something's going on. I don't know what it is. I guess we'll never find out. I guess I'm supposed to eat a bunch of DMT and do Joe Rogan shit and then see the little elf guys and go, I get it.
Well, we might live in a simulation.
That could be. And they actually said it's like I forget what, I don't know if it was Neil deGrasse Tyson or one of those guys said like, no, it's highly probable. It's not just probable. It's like highly probable that we're in a simulation. So I guess we'll find out. Hey, when you die, you'll find out what's up. Either shit just goes black or there's something else going on. And hey, what a great note to end the show on, by the way. What a strange show we had today. I'd like to thank J-Lo for coming on the show. She actually has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. She's a very busy woman, and she left.
She might be fake, though.
Yeah, I know. I know. That could easily be my cousin. That could be the next door neighbor. Yeah, we both know I don't have a girlfriend. The fuck's... I mean, let's just keep it real. But, I don't know. Maybe she'll come back. We'll do some other shit. This was kind of improv, too. And she watches the show, and she reads comments, and we have conversations. No, she wasn't there. She's actually she's super outgoing. It's just that I know her, and I know she didn't want me to prod her about shit and get her mad. And when she starts getting mad, she wants to say shit, and she doesn't want to come off a certain way, which is completely fine. It was cool. Yo, you know what? One of the reasons I love that girl, you know why? She's such a sport. She came on the show. She had other shit to do. She came over here after working fucking all day. Like, it was cool, man. It was a good time. I appreciate all the topics that was sent in. Probably going to have some new content coming out. We should do a review on the racing simulator. I want to get specific about cost. I want to get specific about how long it took to build, what's involved in it, and really what the end result is. Because I'm absolutely in love. I look forward to even tonight, man. Just chilling, playing that thing. It's something, Doyle, you know that I've used thousands of hours. Granny T, that's my shit. So I'm enjoying really getting back into that nerding out on it. So is there anything you'd like to tell the people before we exit the building?
We're going to do new content, right?
Okay, I just finished saying that, Doyle. Why don't you impart some wisdom on the people so they can watch this, finish the podcast, and then leave the podcast feeling like, I got it. Go.
Like, comment, and share.
Okay. All right. Like, comment, and share. Keep a lookout for the new content. And until next time, peace.